wiener break.
He used tongue.
What's up? We're at the 22nd International Berlin Beer Festival. Apparently you hang this around your neck and you go around and you fill up. So I'm gonna do that, go find myself a drink. We're gonna talk about the behavioral effects of alcohol today. I got the Twisted Crystal. Oh, that's good.
Very good.
Thank you. Beer 2.
What do you got now?
Astra. Cheers. Pretty good. All right, beer number 3. I think we need to be about 5 to 8 deep before we really get into the conversation today. This one apparently came from somewhere on the waters. I don't really know how they got it on land. So this one I had to think about a second. I don't know, the policy that I have on illicit
Cannabis.
drugs in the workplace.
Grade 1 drugs classified in America.
But there can't really be cannabis in this thing.
I'm seeing shit.
Tastes good. Guess we'll see. Number 8. All right. So, turns out it's a little difficult getting a comprehensive and really thorough video after drinking those beers.
Hey, get up. Hey, come on, buddy. I want to go home. Come on, pal.
My head.
You know, I'm not sure if it was the Willy Wonka. I'm pretty sure this is the Willy Wonka of bars. Beer 9. Yeah, that was definitely it. That, and I mean, I want to keep this as PG-13 as I possibly can, but this topic's a little different. So I want to get, just real quickly, there's so much that goes into the behavioral effects of alcohol and everything that goes into it. And it's honestly a serious problem worldwide with people over-consuming and creating dependencies and such. So I want to do 2 things. One, there is a substance abuse conference by the Association of Behavior Analysis International. Consider checking it out or emailing people, asking for their presentations, anything like that. It's linked down below. It's part of our field of behavior analysis. There's a lot more informed people than myself there. The second one is, let's just talk about a little bit that goes into this. I'm going to link the show notes or the script to this so that you can see that there's 10 pages of information. I could go on for days and days and days. So if I had to distill, like, let's say 5 things. The first one would be, there's a few different types of alcohol. There's isopropyl, ethanol, and menthol. Ethanol is the one that people typically consume, but the other 2 can be consumed and have similar effects. It's typically a lot more noxious, and it's consumed by accident. Now, when it's consumed, you have this blood alcohol level, and this can depend on a multitude of factors. We know in behavioral science that your dependencies, your acute versus chronic dosages, that is, your short-term and kind of long-term habitual patterns of consumption, can affect how these sort of effects that we'll talk about here soon really affect you and your individual behavior. We interrupt you for this short bathroom break. Hold your breath. Now, I'm not going to act like I understand the fermentation process. I was at St. James's Gate in Ireland at the Guinness factory, and 5 or 6 hours I still didn't understand everything that's going into it. It's distributed almost entirely in body water, so 2 people weighing the same with different varying levels amount of fats in their body can actually have very different blood alcohol levels. Now, there is a 2-step procedure for it actually getting out of your system. I'm going to link that down below. Check it out. It's really interesting because your genetics can influence how quickly you get over the effects of alcohol. Now, small amounts are excreted through your breath, sweat, tears, urine, feces, but the majority, 90% or so, it's said, are excreted through your liver. As for the behavioral effects, our last component, it decreases or suppresses your heart rate, your breathing, and such as a depressant, decreasing your core temperature, and it has effects in the other direction, such as increasing your reaction times. And this is why it's historically been such an issue. We can bring in the 18th and 21st Amendment, and there's a lot of stuff to talk about here. But if you're looking to get more informed as to how these sort of things go, there's this area called behavioral pharmacology. You might want to check it out. I will link to one of the most prominent researchers in this area, Al Poling, as well as one of my professors in grad school, Dr. Ed Blakely.
All right, 2.2 kilometers. We made it to the end. We are 10. We have to go back. And there's a lot of town to explore. Cheers.
With that said, be safe, be responsible, please, and I'll catch you in the next one. That's your Daily BA. Hey, don't forget, help out, smash the share button. That's how we get this word out there. If you're interested, support advertisement, really cheap. Check it out down below. Peace.